Hey everyone, my name is Siddhi. Now, if you're preparing for the CUET English section, just like me, then you know what the biggest fear is, right? Vocabulary. Today, we're going to look at a super smart way to finally master it. Be honest, it's pretty scary, isn't it? There are just so many words, all their meanings, synonyms, antonyms. It feels like no matter how much you try to cram, you're bound to forget something. And what happens if a totally new word pops up in the exam? It feels like it's game over, right then and there. Look, we all know the main problem is just memorizing without understanding, or what we call reta. With rote learning, we only remember words temporarily. We don't really get a feel for them. It's super stressful, it's inefficient, and in the end, you get almost nothing out of it. But I've found a much better way. So like I said, I'm not some expert teacher. I'm a CUET aspirant, just like you. I just happened to find a smarter way to tackle vocabulary. And I thought, hey, why don't we master this together? The goal is simple. Let's learn smart, not just hard. You ready? So, what is the secret weapon? It's the root word hack. It's a really simple technique where, by understanding just one root word, you can guess the meaning of maybe 10 new words connected to it. No more cramming, just pure logic. Sounds cool, right? Okay, so how does this actually work? It's pretty simple. A root word is the core part of any word that holds its basic meaning. You just add a prefix to the beginning, and poof, you've got a brand new word. Just remember this formula. Prefix plus root equals a new word. That's it. All right, let's see this thing in action. Our very first root word is fid. It's a simple one, and all the words connected to it are about trust and faith. So here's the crucial point. Whenever you see fed or FID in a word, you just have to know that it's talking about trust or faith. It's that simple. That's all you have to remember for now. Let's start with the con family. Here, the prefix is con, which means with. So think about it. What does con plus fide give you? Confide, which means to share a secret with trust. Confidence is having trust in yourself. A confident person is someone who has that self-trust. And confidential means something that needs to be kept secret with trust. See, it's all connected. Now check out the magic of prefixes. You have the word fidelity, which means faithfulness or loyalty. But the moment you add in to the front of it, and in means not, the word becomes infidel, which means not faithful. The meaning gets completely reversed. Okay, time for a quick test. Think about this. A person who cannot be trusted with a secret is it A, confident, B, not confidential, or C, an infidel? Take a second to think. And the answer is B, not confidential. That was a little tricky, right? See, confidential usually refers to the information that needs to be kept secret. So a person who can't be trusted with that secret isn't fit for confidential matters. In that sense, they're not a confidential person. Got it? Okay, let's move on. Okay, is that first root clear? Awesome. Let's move on to our next root word, spect. And this one is all about seeing. So just remember this. Anytime you see spect or spec in a word, it's related to the idea of seeing or to look. Now let's start breaking down some of its words. Okay, let's break these down. Inspect literally means to see inside, which is why it means to check something carefully. Respect originally meant to look again. Think about it. When we respect someone, we value them enough to give them a second look. Suspect means to look from below or to look at someone with doubt. And expect is to see out or ahead, which means to hope for something in the future. See how logical it all is? And the list doesn't end there. Who is a spectator? Someone who sees an event. A spectacle is something worth seeing. In retrospect, the prefix retro means backwards, so to retrospect is to look back at the past. And perspective, that's simply the way you see things. All right, on to our second test. When you look back on your past decisions, you are doing it in, is it A, prospect, B, retrospect, or C, expectation? This one should be simple, we just talked about it. The answer is, of course, B, retrospect. Retro means backwards, and spect means to see, so looking backwards. Easy peasy, right? All right, that was a lot to take in, so let's do a quick final recap just to make sure all of this is locked in. So, what's the most important takeaway here? Stop cramming, start using logic.
Today we learned two powerful roots, FID, which means trust or faith, and SPCT, which means to see or look. Always try to break the word down, and the meaning will reveal itself.
Look, this is a really powerful tool. I have given you the key, but now it's up to all of us to actually use it to open the locks. And that means practice. The more we practice, the better we're going to get. So now it's your turn. Which root word do you want us to break down next time? Definitely let me know down in the comments. Let's crack CUET together. All the best.